The miniature ornamental Japanese chin looks very funny. This appearance is the result of the work of ancient scientists, who fulfilled the requirements of Japanese emperors, to create a beautiful mood for them with the help of a dog and to form an additional harmony in the palace area. This wish was fulfilled so successfully that even centuries later, the Japanese hen still pleases its owners with its amusing appearance and its exemplary behavior. There is a lot of information about the Japanese chin in various historical sources. According to legends, they symbolized the lions, the guards of Buddha himself, who guarded cult buildings, residences and tombs of emperors. In the 12th century in Japan, they were revered as sacred animals, and lived indoors next to the emperor and his entourage. Literary works were dedicated to these dogs. Their images could be found in the form of statuettes, on pictures and vases in temples and dwellings. The smaller the dog was, the more elite it was considered, and secular ladies found it easier to carry their pet in their kimono sleeves. In China, the Japanese chin had its own servants, but naturally, only a nobleman could own one. This breed was so valued that if one stole such a dog, one could lose his life, and breeding it was a state secret. Japanese chin pros. Representatives of this breed, especially at a young age, are very mobile, active and energetic. Despite its small size, up to 25 centimeters in height at the withers, Japanese chin is very brave to attack the enemy, if the owner is threatened by something. They can be made angry by an overly familiar attitude of strangers. But mostly these dogs are quite friendly and have a very balanced character. Get along with children. Easily get along with other animals. These dogs are easy to handle, as they are very intelligent and understand not only the commands but also the owner's intonation. If the household is in a bad mood, the dog will not demand attention, but will not go far, patiently waiting for his attention. Chin owners especially like the fact that the animal easily accepts the lifestyle of the owners and quickly get used to it. If the home adopts a measured lifestyle, the dog will be quiet and almost invisible. But when the family leads an active lifestyle, the dog will be energetic and lively. Still, this ornamental dog loves walks, jogging merrily on the lawn in the yard, traveling with the owner on the streets or outside the city limits, but for short distances. They like to swim in the river or in the sea. Thanks to its small size, the Japanese chin takes up very little space in a room. He does not spoil furniture or belongings, and does not chew anything. Barking Japanese chin is small and noisy. But in the moments of danger it may utter different hissing and hollering sounds and even spit. Training them is easy because they learn all the commands quickly. And they are even able to master many acrobatic tricks. The main thing in this process is that the dog constantly hears praise and encouragement. If during the training the owner raises his voice or beats the animal, you can achieve quite the opposite results and lose the trust of the pet, which can become aggressive and angry. Japanese chin cons. A Japanese chin needs to take part in family life. This means that owners should pay attention to him, pet him, talk to him and play with him during walks. This breed has a developed sense of self-respect and dignity, so before raising your voice or hitting your pet, you should remember that the dog may become angry or indifferent to the owners. In an unfamiliar place feels very insecure and may become aggressive and out of control. During walks, you need to watch where the curious pet has gone, because he likes to be in that place, especially on high ground, from which he can fall and get significant injuries. If a dog owner wants to have a Japanese chin as a running partner, he will make a big mistake. This breed does not tolerate great physical exertion. Overexertion negatively affects the health of the pet. It is hard for the chin to tolerate the hot period, and when it is very sunny outside, it is better for him to sit at home or in the shade, otherwise the dog begins to suffocate. It is also hard for the dog to endure frosts. The health of Japanese chins is mostly good. But periodically it is necessary to check the condition of the endocrine and cardiovascular systems. In adulthood, Dogs of this breed can have progressive retinal atrophy and conjunctivitis. Problems arise from conditions such as hip dysplasia and patella dislocation. The dog's body reacts very painfully to an increase in body temperature or to anesthesia. These dogs are prone to obesity, so their diet and weight should be strictly monitored. Essential care. The little chin also requires little care. By nature, he is very clean and does not need haircuts or trimming. Several times a week, the chin needs to be brushed. The shedding of these dogs is not very strong, but during this period it is advisable to brush them more often. The food must be balanced and adapted to the possible pathology of the endocrine and cardiovascular systems. The owner must often pay attention to the hygiene of the pet, wash its eyes, brush its teeth and periodically check its ears in order to detect an inflammatory process or possible infection in time. Since Japanese chins endure short-distance walks, they need to have their claws trimmed several times a month. The hair between the pads of the paws also needs to be cut, otherwise it will be too long. The Japanese chin loves to bathe, but water procedures are only necessary. It's better to use dry shampoo for him, and a special cream will add thickness and softness to his coat. Experts state that you can dry his fur after bathing with a hair dryer, but the air should be cool and not get into his ears. Are you thinking about getting a Japanese chin? Let us know what you decide in the comments below. And if you know someone who's thinking about getting a Japanese chin, please share this with them. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Otherwise, have a great day. Thanks for watching.